And a great one it has been so far once again. So here we are on the draft. MRR in the third pick already. The initial bans, by the way, it was Parasite, Ophelia, Warbeast, and Tremble coming out right here. So yeah, nothing too crazy with the ban. A lot of jungle heavy and then Tremble thrown in there. Obviously, we saw the first game ran. MRR ran the Tremble and did very well with it. So taking away that option here.
I mean, that's definitely the hero that really gave them the edge in that first game. It gave them the ability to both farm and gank at the same time, and that's not one that a lot of heroes have. And, you know, Tremble also, of course, has that minion of his that can just roam around the map and just be a nuisance, generally.
Yeah. Good old Boris. Good old Boris. All right, the third pick, though, for MRR. Again, putting some good thought into this. I feel like this has been a trend, too, in the drafts where, again, I'm having to cast MRR both of my games now. They take a lot of time early on. They use a lot of their time early on in the draft to really make sure. And usually you'll see like Sync's notorious for their first three picks are like second after one another. So
I mean, just now in the Sync game as well, I mean, D-Dog was picking up the exact same 3 heroes, and guess what Sync did?
Yeah.
They picked up the same heroes as Hellborn. It was just like a mirror image from before. So very good that teams are deciding to think about their picks instead of just going, oh, that didn't work this time, let's do it again and expect different results.
Absolutely. The definition of insanity there. So, anyways, the third pick coming out for Druidz now, already with the Moira and Kraken on top of that. So we see the Kraken pick up, though, and there's Dark Lady, apparently. Going to be their third pick, as well as, of course, their carry option. You're not a fan of this.
I have a feeling that this is going to be a long game.
Yeah.
Tempest on one side, and on the other side, you have a Dark Lady.
It usually sets up like that. This could be a grind here.
And Asian teams, well, Thai teams in general, are just known to be able to take it late and not worry about it. So it's very likely that they're going to pick up a harder carry, and there aren't many left. Of course, Clanks can be seen as one of them. Or even, are we going to see it? The Mage Bane.
God, that's a carry hero we have not seen in a while. And I don't know. Like, part of me is like, and I get why, but the other part of me is like, why? The mobility on the hero is absolutely ridiculous, obviously. With
and his nuke
flash.
in team fights.
And
like,
the AoE nuke is very powerful.
If that's placed correctly, especially with the Tempest on top of it, like, they're going to blow up.
Yeah, that's true. That would be fun to see. That's actually, you know, now you got me talking. Here you are, getting me excited about something we're probably not going to see, Shortcan.
I'm sorry.
Why do you do this to me? But
because I want to see it as well, you know?
Yeah.
It's just, it's just confusing to me, because also with the fact that, like, they have a Dark Lady on the enemy team, so they're going to be split pushing, and Mage Bane does it the exact same way as Dark Lady. I'd say they're equally at...
Yeah, they're both very good at it,
They're both very good at it.
Yeah. Bans following now. Bubbles, Andromeda, Morax's Silhouette, Kane, and Puppet Master. So MRR, as we talked, I mean, Kane necessarily wasn't the craziest impact last game, but still enough. Still enough to deal with. MRR just doesn't want to have to deal with it here in Game 3 now. So
Torture.
Yeah.
That's a hero we also haven't seen for a while.
Yeah.
With good reason, though. I mean, the hero feels kind of weak when it comes to full supporting, because he doesn't really have a game-changing ability like that Rhapsody, which we saw last game, or like that Moira, which is a disgustingly OP hero at this moment.
Quincy's stats should instead just say, like, bad hero, like, instead of the win percentage, just like bad hero, medium hero, or good hero.
Yeah.
No, but apparently 40% win percentage, so yeah, not necessarily the strongest here. I do know our fans here on Hollandcast, unfortunately, can't see the stat box there, so. But to clarify what Quincy pointing out, that it's only a 40% win percentage for Torture, actually.
They're really making a point of it to be a jungler, but I'm not sure if Solstice is the way to go. Because, I mean, if Legion team now picks the hardest carry that's left, right?
Okay.
They don't need to push. And so Solstice's ulti is going to be very lackluster, so to speak. And, yeah, it feels like Solstice, in the late game, he falls off rapidly. Like, he's really not the same as even a Legionnaire who can actually just initiate with that taunt. So I really would have liked to see Legionnaire sent. And Sandwraith is a pretty hard carry.
Yeah, he has that potential, and it's MR, again, Punk Pang. This is another one of these heroes that he no doubt has played before and is comfortable with. So Can't say I'm too surprised. I hate you now for bringing up the Mage Bane, because
you wanted to see
would
the
have
Mage
loved to see
Bane.
the Mage Bane, but we did not see it.
But,
Lodestone, final pick. You're excited.
Am I?
Is that not what that was?
No.
No? Okay.
No, that hero, again, excels at defending towers.
Yeah.
In team fights, when they're pushing, it's very difficult to line it up properly. And Solstice is the same way. They're expecting to defend towers when Sandwith is just going to go for pickoffs.
That's a good point, yeah. Complexity did run the Lodestone earlier against this MR team, actually, and it didn't go well. It backfired. It just did not seem like Asuka, who was playing it for them, just was not really able to get a whole lot going as far as momentum. And you know, even Stewie was talking about that. A lot of it had to do with, just really wasn't able to get that initiation off the best. The rocket drill, it's not that easy to land compared to other jump-in stuns, of course. Obviously, it was struggling in that game, too. Wasn't able to get a portal key. I don't even think he ended up getting one.
Yeah,
even, so.
he used a buyback, and that delayed it even more.
Yeah.
Like, all these factors that just made it impossible for Lodestone to truly have an effect. And I think if you're going to want to run Lodestone in these days, you're going to have to run him mid. Yeah. He needs to snowball. Oh. Honestly, I really don't feel like you can run him suicide effectively anymore.
Middle Lodestone. That'd be fun to see.
You can even dual mid it, though.
Yeah.
It's not the craziest idea. He has a lot of burst with that hit smash.
You know a hero we haven't seen that actually I'm a little surprised by? It's Moraxis. We haven't seen him this Dreamhack yet.
Yeah, we have.
Did we?
Yeah, we did.
Did you cast the Sync versus?
I think we had a Moraxis.
Maybe we did.
I think we had a Moraxis.
We haven't seen him enough then, if that's
okay. We haven't seen him enough.
We haven't seen him a lot, which he was one of the heroes going into this event that I expected to see a lot.
Also Flux.
Flux we've seen a couple times. Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, Moraxis I really think though. Again, maybe if I guess even the one time as you're pointing out, but. Quincy, you're there. Do you have that staff for us?
Come on, Quincy.
Come on. That's what we rely on you for, man.
We need you to help us out in these times of need.
Moraxis was played in the BMG versus Reason series. There you go. So
it
wasn't in the series.
That.
No, we did not cast that. So it happened to be played, but it wasn't in the series that we casted. It was casted on the other series, but they were at the stream.
Also, where's the Berserker?
Yeah, well, that was a given, right?
Yeah, like that goes without saying.
Yeah, but no, seriously though, again, Moraxis, I expected to see a bit of this event, but really, he has not been seen a whole lot. So he's kind of one of those so far that talking about here. Every game, man, MR, they're on top of it. They're huddling up. They're getting ready. Got a chant at the end. What are you doing? Oh, okay.
They want that day break for tomorrow.
Yeah, it's true. It's again that. Not only is it just nice, knowing that you're in the semifinals from here on out, but it's just that break. It's the idea that all these teams, most of these teams at least, have had to travel at least some kind of distance. You look at MRR for example, they travel all the way to freaking Thailand. That's not a simple travel, man. That's literally across the world. So
same thing as the U.S. team.
Exactly, yeah. They're one of several that had to travel good distance. So having that break, I'm certain will help. For them and knowing that they can at least rest a little bit longer. So here we go, though. Game number 3 officially underway between MRR and Druidz. So,
I mean, these lanes are pretty standard.
Yeah.
I think.
There's not going to be Conga, is there? Just always, whenever I see teams doing this, going in this area, it's just,
they can't Kong. They can't Kong. Not with 4 manas.
No. Oh, that's true, yeah. That'd be brutal. Yeah, probably not going to be a Conga. Okay, good. I thought they were going to turn into the pit for a second. Now, they're looking for a gank, but as we see, MRR is really nowhere nearby. They're not interested. They said, we're going to get to our lanes, and we're gonna stand there. We're not going to do much to defend our jungle. So,
wouldn't you have rather seen a Legionnaire, though, over a Solstice?
Yeah, and that's a hero that Iceland Coco has played a couple times before, too.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
or even Cthulhu Fawn. That's another one he plays.
I mean, Cthulhu Fawn, I don't like that hero very much anymore. I mean, I know that Complexity likes to run it, but that's because they just go for, like, this tank meta, and then it makes sense.
Yeah.
But, like, in a game like this, Solstice does make more sense than a Cthulhu. I wish I could do that. Can I do that?
Wait, you think it's just me? I just got these secret powers? Yeah, it's this. It should be this key, I think. If you, like, hold that down, look at that. You press backspace to reset it, so... I lost there.
Oh my god.
You're like, I've experienced a whole new thing and on. You're going to play like first person now.
Let's do this.
Good thing you're not camera right now. anyways. So Midas top up here. He's running into Dark Lydia initially.
He's going to pull. I like
try
this.
to. Should be successful with this, I guess. Mora, not much she can start to hark on it. Will stun. No, well played.
I mean, ultimately, if this gives you lane control with little to no, yeah. Oh my God! Did he say the Magnus thing again? Like Quincy?
Yes.
My God.
Sure can. Getting trolled. All right.
Okay, man.
Just to clarify.
Yeah. Thanks.
All right. These other guys are all confused. These other casters that usually don't cast with Quincy, man. They're like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
What is this nonsense? All right.
Bottom lane.
Yeah.
Lodestone's already used the rocket drill. He doesn't have enough mana for another one. So Ziba is just like chilling here.
It's 120. Yeah. So he has enough mana.
Yeah.
Just got it,
But I mean, look at the lane control. So Ziba doing a great job at that.
Yeah, because he can. So definitely well played by Lodestone there. Again, those plates that he eventually gets to, it makes him pretty difficult to kill, actually. So gonna have to be able to benefit from that. Torturer, known as a pretty damn good box out hero with that said. Again, Time Pico, been praising this guy plenty throughout this event so far. He's going to be on top of doing that throughout this laning phase. And Zibby, he's most certainly playing it very well. In fact, he's going to even get level 3 right here.
Yeah, that lane control.
Yeah.
That's literally only from the lane control. So he managed to just aggro the creeps enough to get that lane control, I guess. And in the top lane, Midas did do the initial pull, but Lodestone is having a good time. And I gotta say, Iceland was pretty lucky. None of his camps were blocked, so he's also having a great time in the woods already.
Yeah, I noticed, I mean, MRR, we noticed that they literally just went to their lanes and they didn't even try to ward, nor did they try to protect their own jungle. We see that happen all the time right now in the competitive scene.
Look at Tempest now. He's like, oh, well,
yeah, one
that's
block,
unfortunate.
2 block. Yeah, he's been having to deal with this, so.
Yeah, I think the Thai team should really pick up on this. Because, I mean, Sync didn't pick any junglers because they got banned out mainly, but still, you know? You want to make sure that if you pick a jungler, that you get the full thing out of it.
Torture, I mean, he's invis, but he kind of just gave it away.
Oh my
right
God,
there
is this Courier going to die? Is this?
Oh, that's big, actually. Yeah, and they're going to stun on a Lodestone right here. So here comes a Courier going to fly in. It's left behind.
Kill the Courier. It doesn't have shield.
No, they didn't focus on it. It's fine.
Yeah. Is it, though?
It's good. It survives. There you go.
Here's the pull coming to the hard camp. Really well played by Serenia.
Yeah. Pulling
that off. Not the easiest.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Good use right there of that creep wave.
Ziba actually going for a Ring of the Teacher.
Yeah.
So I like that. Lets him stay in lane far longer. Of course, he's going to need the boots soon as well. But preferably he, needs a bottle on top of it all. Like, the hero just needs so much, and that's why I think he should be ran in mid.
Yeah.
And I mean, Codex Lodestone is not a bad idea. I've mentioned it before.
It does seem like there is actually a little bit of potential there. It does, but anyways.
Let's not talk about that right
now. Dark Lady, though, again, being played by Pro Bus, Quincy pointing out there that this is not a successful hero for him, apparently. He's only played it twice on record here, but happens to be 0-2 with it. So
he's hoping to change that. And I don't like that Serenia did not get his Ephemeral Forge. We saw just in those games with Sync how Insania managed to use that beyond well.
Yeah.
Bottom lane.
Yeah, Lodestone in an awkward spot here, really. He's going to rocket throw to the left. But he's down here because he knew Tempest was trying to gank, so they're still going to pursue.
He's just wasting so much time, though.
Yeah, he is.
Of course, it's for the first blood. And he might even get away. He has a rocket drill in 5 seconds.
Yeah, I think he is.
I don't think he's going to get away.
We'll see what he does here. He's going to go further. Jesus. Yeah, he knows he's dead, but he's just delaying as much as he can. Wow. That took like 30 seconds longer than it should have.
Yeah, I mean, he could have maybe even survived, to be honest, though.
Oh, that was that was a huge server hiccup. I thought that might have been us for a second, but no, that was everyone apparently. So yeah, that was just the server right there. Anyways,
I think he might have been able to survive had he seen the Tempest and tried to stun him.
Yeah, gone for him.
Because he would have been far enough away that Sandrith wouldn't be able to do anything, and Torture was already too far away. But
well,
they don't have God Vision.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So again, Zibe does fall, but you know that's one of the most anticlimactic bloodlust kills because how much time it did take them. But
and even that at the end when they were waiting so that Sandrith could get the last hit and everything. Like you look at this Tempest in EU, we're used to seeing it at 300 GPM, if he has all his camps, of course. But wasting that time, that really made it awkward for him, I'd say.
Yeah, Tempest, he's doing his best to kind of recover right here, so keep an eye on how that looks, of course. But Probust going back to him playing the Dark Lady, 370 gold per minute, so he is having a great time up here. I mean, it really is free farm, of course, at this top side. In the meantime, Midas, speaking of him, he's looking for opportunities elsewhere. May find it in the middle lane. This failed rot. Oh, going to be spotted, but actually gets information that somebody nearby, so.
It's kind of unfortunate. Solstice was setting up for a gank on the Magnus middle, and with that ultimate, it is very possible. He is still waiting. I think he should just go back and farm.
Yeah.
There really is no reason for him to risk anything like this right now.
Yeah, Solstice seems like he's been doing decent here too. 250 gold per minute on the being played by Iceland Gogo, as we're talking about. Also wondering what build he goes for. Solstice does seem like one of those junglers that can go different builds, but bottom lane, by the way, Zibe once again in some trouble. He knows it. He's going to rocket through Tempest, and yes, it will be out of range, so good getaway there this time.
And Krake walking through the sand, they spotted that out.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in the mid lane, though.
Well, Iceland Gogo gets picked off. I'm not too sure what that was about, but...
Stun and ulti with Midas on top of it. Not much he could do about
the eruption, yeah.
Yeah. So heads up play, good heads up play from the Magnus and the Midas.
Yeah, and now 7 minutes in, they got a nice 2-0 lead here as far as hero kills go. So got to be feeling pretty good with that. But again, Dark Lady continuing to progress, having that free farm top lane. The Rune Cleaver well in the works here. All ready for a Probust. But look at it, they're really putting this attention on Zibe. Once again, coming in right here. But Kraken's actually nearby. Oh no, Torture, he's trying to cut through, but now he's gonna be gone. That's gonna be a free kill coming out for Druidz there. Yeah, Kraken even being in the vicinity.
Yeah, but they've been focusing so much on ganking now. I really think that Iceland would have been better off trying to farm.
Yeah.
He had such a great start, 270 GPM, and that could have gone up to 350 easily. The hero does not farm slowly at all.
Especially in daytime, yeah. That AoE presence that he has.
You know, get an early PK up, just be more of that ganker, or even choose to go for the Insanitarius and just deal a lot more damage at night.
Yeah, it is always interesting. This is definitely obviously a nice concept of a hero, the whole night and daytime effect, and not something we talk about often in Han for, well, doesn't really matter in a lot of cases other than Solstice, but 7.5 minutes, every 7.5 minutes, you know, you're looking at day and nighttime switch, and so we just passed the date, so it's into nighttime now, and you got him in that version of it. As we stress, though, it is more single target focus, but that does nerf the farm a little bit. Dark into the top lane, in some trouble right here. Charging strikes away initially, but Samurai is porting in with the illusion of one more auto detection to it. There we go. Dark Lady gets picked off, so it seems like they just caught Probust getting a little too comfortable at that tower. He ends up falling right there, so
Middle.
big kill.
Middle.
Yeah, got
Maybe.
Midas here. Moira, no.
is not going to be able to do anything.
But
yeah, like really great patience coming out from Hunkpang for sure. And this is what I've noticed this as well. The Thai teams like Ghost Marchers on Sandred.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, like.
Well, you would think like that is odd because you would think Energizer with Steam Boots is. Oh, Magnus.
That's an awkward moment.
That's a big whiff. I mean, he hits that. Torture follows up. I'm sure Magnus just channeled the eruption, and that could have very likely been a pretty easy kill, but.
Although he does have 1,000 HP.
He does, and the low zone play at level 1, so maybe not an easy kill, but at least it would have given them a chance. Good way to put it then.
Fair to say that.
Missing that stun there, though.
Krake has been trying to be active at bottom as well. He has 290 GPM, but it feels like, I guess I'm just, okay. Yeah. He's doing okay on the XP. I was just looking, thinking, you know, couldn't he have been level 9 right now had he just stuck around middle instead of trying to gank?
Yeah.
But then again, Magnus has been doing the same thing.
True. Yeah, he's been spending some time there at the bottom lane, so should have won there. Playing the Magnus, he's 1-0-1, 317 gold per minute. Working towards that portal key as soon as possible. Let's go back to Samwraith real quick. You mentioned it with the Ghost Marchers. I don't know. Do they usually go mock? I don't know.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
The way he's saving up gold here, it looks like that could be a possibility. But middle lane in the meantime, Magnus, oh, he barely got away right there.
But here comes Midas.
Lunar Judgment was used, by the way. Midas coming in. He missed the transmute, though. There's some big whiffs right here. Can't blame it on the lag in this one. In comes the Moria Arcane Vortex. As Iceland Gogo still trying to escape. Nice Mana Sunder on Midas. However, he has a haste rune.
Here comes TDL, though.
So, but Dark Lady, that Taint Soul not going to do nothing. Well, is not going to do nothing. Anyways, gets away, so that is that. But Torture went down at least for Druidz right there. But yeah, Samwraith, it looks like the mock is very possible with the way he's saving up gold here. Would you like the mock if he goes in
I think mock on Samwraith is amazing every single time. It's just, on top of that, I would like the hero to be built tanky so that his Dissipate can really start working. So that when he takes damage, like if they try to burst him down, he's just going to do so much AoE magic damage. And that's a nice combination with the mock to just stack that on top of each other. But with Ghost Marchers, you're automatically not so tanky. And then on top of it all, I mean, you need the attack speed for your Deserted to really work, I think.
True. Yeah, that Deserted, you definitely can't underestimate that. I mean, we even saw the Dark Lady at the top lane, especially since they made the change with the Desert's Curse, and when it's on them, then he will get the Deserted no matter what the case is. So it really helped his kill potential, definitely. I mean, what is 45 true damage at level 4?
And you really can't underestimate that. It's like the Clanks pretty much with the Lackey.
Yeah, every auto attack that he's dealing. So having to deal with that, but yeah, again, he has 2,100 gold saved up now. So you figure if it was like a Firebrand, it would have at least gone the Quick Blade or whatnot. So again, it seems like that's the option here that Punk Ping is going for. So we'll see how that pays off for him. The obvious choice on the other side, though, Dark Lady, safe to say, Rune Cleaver. It's pretty much Dark Lady 101 right there.
Yeah, I mean, once you get that item, you can just start split pushing so well, and that's really where the hero excels. You split push while the enemy is pushing, and then you end up taking a fight with that great team fight ultimate of his, of course. So, yeah.
Portal keys going to be important. It's getting bassy in here, man.
Yeah, like.
Welcome to Dreamhack, Shuriken. Welcome to Dreamhack.
I've heard that too many times now, I think.
Yeah, right. It's just part of the experience. Yeah, with all the everything going on here. Anyways, we do see. I was talking about the portal key situation. Obviously, a little bit off here as far as really both sides. I mean, Magma's kind of getting there at 1,100 gold now saved up, but top lane, Dark Lady.
Yes.
Oh, maybe actually. Samwraith going in. Cover of Darkness going to be used trying to get away. The transmute not going to connect, but you just see, man, that damage. That was the Deserted kicking in.
Well, I mean, a lot of it was Midas, of course.
Yeah, a lot of other things too. But
and the Ancient's going down.
Finish him off. Yeah, Eruption coming out from Magmas.
That level 1 Eruption is so
weak.
Silly, though.
Yeah.
Like, it pulses for a lot shorter of a time, so it really doesn't feel like it does that much.
Yeah. Well, Dragon Masters doesn't help either, yeah. It's tanky as magic.
I think it's first-person tongue.
Oh, gosh. Getting crazy over here. Speaking of that, nope, that's just an illusion, so never mind. No, he even stunts it, thinking that it was. But let's talk about Solstice for a second here again. I was going to bring up earlier, what do you think makes sense? Because Solstice is a jungler that it seems like he can go a lot of different options when it comes to his build. And Sanitarius, the Abyssal Skull, the Alk Bones we've even seen be a thing.
Well, he doesn't need to help carry this game, so I would really like to have him be more of the initiating role. Or even, like, it's not the craziest idea for him to focus more on, you know, picking off stragglers in a way. Because you have the Zibe and Krake on Kraken and Lodestone, making sure that they have the AoE. And then on top of it all he needs to do is be able to catch people. So it's not out of the question for him to just go for a quick basher and Sanitarius, just go for, you know, locking people down. This game is really close, by the way.
It is. I mean, here we are about 15 minutes in. I was just about to mention, too, obviously, you kind of called it. I mean, weren't expecting a high-octane, you know, action-packed game by any means with these lineups. And something that very likely could go in the later here. as far as the game time. So, you know, 42 hero kills, again, not too surprising to see, but definitely making for a very close one. And what is the third and final game, obviously, between these two teams. But Maka Brilliance could definitely change the pace a little bit. Sand Wraith is just around the corner from it, sitting on 3,300 gold here, so.
I like the Mach now, because, I mean, it allows him to farm. Rundax is going to be up on TDL soon. And,
well, maybe not. He's actually being caught on here. Yeah, that's a quick kill. Well played by M.R.R, though. Again, just that was really all Magnus and Midas, but
okay, he misclicked.
He buy something else.
He got a dancing blade. I was like, what?
Straight up wing bill. Let's go.
Yeah. And Solstice now being picked off by Magnus PK. Nice stun though.
Yeah. Gets away right there. Yeah, he happened to be daytime, so just hit daytime for that matter. It's the stun as a result, so good job by Iceland Go-Go, at least him getting away. But yeah, that's Dark Hoodie now has died 3 times. So 5.
Because of Sand Wraith.
Yeah, 3 of those 5 kills have been Dark Hoodie, and yeah, Sand Wraith obviously has been a big part of that.
So they're really making use of that global ultimate, and maybe this is why the Asian teams, the Thai teams, they stick together so often, because they're used to facing, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
A Sand Wraith.
Sand Wraith and Fade and things like that, yeah. The ones that can just jump you at any second. Yep. And catch you off guard. So that's I would believe it. I would. But yeah, Probusk, I mean, he was free farming really. We were talking about that. He was over 400 gold per minute even I think earlier on here, free farm in the top lane, and then before you know it, you're at the 16-minute mark. He's 3 deaths, and he still doesn't have the Rune Cleaver.
Yeah, like those 3 deaths are just, they're so devastating early on, especially for Dark Lady.
Yeah.
I mean, other heroes, they still have like a way to recover. For example, Lotsun, he had 1 death, but he doesn't need an item that makes his farm multiply.
Yeah. I was talking about Tempest. So Tempest kind of going interesting here, going the tablet build. I guess maybe Kraken the sole reason for that, if anything, but.
But I mean, I like how he didn't go Astrolabe because they're not fighting at all.
Yeah.
It makes so much more sense for him to do this. Something that makes him like more of a selfish item, but also not really, versus the Kraken, of course. Because in the end, it is like jungler should ultimately be sort of like a utility hero when you compare it to a semi-support, for example.
Yeah.
So a lot of semi-supports go for tablet or go for a PK to just have their spells be able to hit multiple people. And in this case, the tablet's just amazing versus Kraken on Kraken. That's always fun to say. Kraken
on Kraken. It's a great combination of player hero. He's definitely done it before. So,
multiple times.
But yeah, seeing the portal key pick up on him, obviously, again, will be significant. He is just around the corner from that, so.
This reminds me a bit of Labyrinth, though. Playing for Druidz before, not really Druidz at the time, but
that's true.
Labyrinth playing that Kraken almost every single game.
Yeah, great Kraken player, as many like to stress there. Previous co-caster and on-cast, so, but yeah, no longer part of the team. Obviously, that whole situation took place, and they found that Kraken was, well, looking for another team because him and BMG after the World Finals no longer a thing. So, yeah, in the end, picking him up, and obviously he's been a great replacement here for the team. So, yeah, for sure. And like I said, you know, bringing that, as I call it, the championship pedigree to this event. You know, the fact that he won the World Finals, he knows, you know, what the deal is with that. So at bottom lane, though, Zibby's in trouble right here. Magnus stuns in. The ports are coming in. You do see he is going to be fine. Though. Yeah, the Shadowstorm helping with that. In comes Solstice, cover of darkness as well, and Torture too far ahead. He will end up being picked off, I got to guess. Yeah, he goes down. So, ooh, nice stun coming in from Chidawan. Okay, yeah, Chidawan actually stunning and getting the kill on the low zone right there. The Solstice ulti missed completely, I think. Yeah, it whiffed. Okay, I was going to say. He did go for the PK build, so he is. I think it's too much initiation now. I mean, it's great to use the PK to position yourself so that you can get a great ulti off. But then they need to be pushing, and this Legion team isn't very interested in that. They've just been picking off Dark Lady. Yeah, it's a 4 die? No, she didn't die there, so still on 3, but still. That's been a lot of their focus. Yeah. PK is also going to get cancelled. True. Great. Like, 3 of the heroes need a PK, so. Well, you got, oh, nice job by Magnus stunning away. But yeah, Solstice, Kraken, of course, Lowson eventually getting one. So, yeah, very good point there. Even more reason to get that Maka Brilliance. Moira might even get one as the game progresses as well. If she can find the farm, of course, has proven to be a fantastic item. And on Moira, so we'll see how that comes out. Midas, how's his farm been? Again, only 178 gold per minute, so 07T really hasn't had the best game here.
But he hasn't died either, and that's the important thing. Bottom lane, Lodestone is going to get initiated on by the Magma, so here comes the Tempest ultimate, and that's ultimately going to finish him off.
Yeah, I mean, if he didn't Elemental Void there, Lodestone probably would have gotten away.
Probably.
So I think that's definitely worth it.
Yeah, but now there's the issue that Hellborn, they want to fight.
Yeah.
If they can get a fight off now, then it's only good for them. Of course, there's no PK on Lodestone, so they're only gonna have to. They're only gonna have catch with the Solstice and the Crack. Yeah, like this is what I mean, though. Like their draft doesn't catch people that well. It's. I mean, I like this. It's so very defensive in my opinion.
It is, yeah. It definitely is. And again, that goes back to they're just looking at that late game ultimately in the end. So. You know, we're only 20.5 minutes in right here. It's still very early on, especially of what we're expecting here from this game. But 7-3 hero kill lead in favor right now of MRR. And they're trying to set up a kill here at this top lane, but Midas and Magnus, Murderous Muppets here, don't think they're going to find anyone. As you see on the mini-map, Druidz almost taking a page out of MRR's book. They're sticking together. They're doing a lot of sticking together here, not really playing it too risky, knowing that the jump can happen at any time. Now, Midas doesn't have a portal key yet, to be fair, so isn't able to jump in like crazy like that. But what is that about? It comes to 10-1 record with 10.8 kills per game once he gets that legendary streak. So that's good news there for MRR and what he's able to be doing.
Now they're pushing. Elemental Void is down. They have the Ruined Axe. They still can't really push this, though. It feels really awkward if they really try to force it, because Dark Lady isn't the strongest at this point.
Yeah.
Whereas Sandrith with that Mock is going to do a huge amount of work.
Yeah. Again, that's why I go back to the Elemental Void being used. It just it makes sense, because yeah, they even though it's on cooldown, they don't really have even still a lot of fear that Druidz is going to really try to capitalize off it as maybe other teams would. So that's the case here. That's the case here, and Druidz is realizing that too. You got to think that they have to just fall back, farm some more. Dark Lady is not necessarily going greedy. She's actually going to be going a straight up Shrunken next.
It makes sense, though. All of the Legion team is magic.
It's a lot of magic, yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean, even Sandrith does a lot of magic damage. It seems like the best hard carries are the ones that also deal magic damage.
Yeah, isn't that
like
funny?
Clanks, then you have the Sandrith with the magic passive.
Oh, jump on a Magma, Sandwraith Illusions, Moira ultimate. I don't think he ported it in though, so yeah, that's a fake. That's a fake Sandwraith. So, what? Really? Oh.
Okay.
Got to be misplay there from Kraken. Look at that.
Oh man.
He's like, okay, you wasted your ultimate. I'll do the same. Yeah, just to be nice.
Just to be nice. We're gonna just be fair. You know?
We don't want to be BM here.
Yeah,
so.
Of course.
Well, that was. Maybe they're getting tired, man. It has been a longer day.
It's been a very long day, I can tell you that.
Yeah, but no, I'm sure they're in the moment here. Those are just simply mistakes. They happen. They happen to the best of us. So, but
yeah, the best of us.
Yeah, well, never to me. I mean, we know this.
Of course.
Firebrand onto Sandwraith. So, but yeah, we were talking about the Shrunken Down Dark Lady. Again, it makes sense because of the lineup, but. You know, a lot of times we'll see the Rune Cleaver, then maybe like an Abyssal Skull or the Firebrand, you know, really help enhance that farm a little more.
I mean, I want him to pick that up next. It really is core.
Yeah.
And on top of that, Lodestone needs to get his PK, man. It's been taking way too long. When he has that PK, they're able to maybe get some more catch down and then use the Kraken ultimate for that. And even Lodestone, he's able to, you know, solo catch the Sandwraith because he only has 967 health.
You know, the little bit that we've been seeing Lodestone lately, I feel like I brought this up a couple times too, and it makes a lot of sense, is barbed armor on Lodestone. It seems like it actually is really good synergy with the hero, but I don't think we've really ever seen it since we've seen Lodestone kind of being picked up lately again. You think they're underestimating it, or you kind of see why?
I mean, once Lodestone has used his burst, you don't really want to target him anyway. Well, I guess you do want to target him because he's really, really easy to kill afterwards.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think from a competitive point of view, you don't want to target him. Because he doesn't do enough after the burst in comparison to the rest of the team, I'd say. If he initiates with the ultimate.
Yeah. Well, I'll put it this way then. I mean,
if he's out of position, sure.
Well, not only that, but even if he jumps in, like say you're the Legion team here, Lowstone jumps in, with the Shadow Storm explodes and everything. The last thing you're thinking about is really focus firing a certain hero. Perhaps you're kind of in that chaotic mode. It's like, oh crap, this guy just jumped in. Let's try to kill him off, or obviously then there's a case of just AOE damage in general. Like Samwraith is putting out a lot of AOE damage. Magmus has potential, Midas even. So it could just hit the bar dart because of that, and so will return a good amount. So I get what you're saying with once he's Shatterstormed, that's kind of it. Like he's done his job. But at the same time, I feel like there still is the potential there.
Unless he's really farmed and has a Frostfield plate on top of it all, and then, it's snowballing. And Sandwraith ultimate being used right now.
Yep, Solstice in trouble right here, apparently. Cover of Darkness used. Oh, the Moira save right there with the Arcane Vortex. Will it be enough to actually keep him alive? No, it won't. The Impalement from Torture doing plenty. Off to the side over here. Another release of Kraken that didn't seem like it was the greatest placement. Lowstone, Shatterstorm already used. He's exposed right now. He is very vulnerable. The Elemental Void going to be coming out right here. It's not going to be stopped. Down goes Kraken. Down goes Lodestone. A double tap for Chitawan. And will they get Dark Lady? No, she's going to be able to turn his Starks away. But
what a stun by Chitawan. Nice ultimate afterwards as well. And good follow-up from the Tempest. So, see, the no Astrolabe really isn't affecting them very much, but the Legion team should really just be looking to do this over and over and over again.
Yeah.
They really have the advantage when it comes to team fights.
Absolutely, and definitely feeling comfortable with that as long as the Elemental Void's up especially. So, I will say, we've been seeing I don't even think we've been stressing it enough, but M.R.R, they've been using the Veiled Rot a lot. I mean, that was another case of it. They used the Veiled Rot really as a team right there. They got Solstice because of it, and obviously it kind of snowballed from there. So, they take advantage of the Veiled Rot item, that is sure.
Yeah, Shrunken finally picked up on TDL, so he's going to be less afraid to jump in, but...
Wow. Solstice getting really ballsy right there. It might work out. Midas does get stunned. Yeah, well played by Zibe. Should be a kill, it will. Even see
Iceland using the ultimate.
Lunar Judgment just to guarantee it, yeah. Making sure to kill Midas right there. So yeah, definitely nice done by Zibe to start that off. And Midas going to be dead. He still doesn't have the portal key. He's working on it, but we'll slow him down.
He had even more difficulty than Lodestone.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been struggling on that, but it looks like it could be a tower kill. It is going to be a tower kill in the end, yeah. You do see Insania kind of sitting behind Team M.R.R right there. And a lot of the players, you will notice that too. They kind of hang out as well, sitting behind the other teams and seeing how they're doing. And Insania, he really likes these tight teams as well. It seems like Sync really respects them and kind of cheer them on even.
And I think I agree with them for the reason that the Thai teams, they put so much work into this. You often see that those Thai players, they really just practice this game day in, day out. Like, you see the guys on D-Dog, you see how much time they spend together. I'm sure that they even have a gamer house, something like that. And that's not something you very much see in an AEU scene because, bottom lane.
Yeah, watching this setup the whole time. Zibe's in trouble. He didn't even know it. He goes down right there. Great patience coming out from Magmus.
Nice tablet, by the way, from Tempest, canceling out the Solstice. And it was actually the Magmus doing it.
Oh, Moira gets caught in the stun by Solstice as well. What a stun from Magmus. They get both, and it could be more. Kraken comes in, but at what cost here? Takes the transmute. Down goes Kraken. Dark Lady with the shrunken head up, but can he actually get away? Not enough mana for Charging Strikes. Magmus with another big stun. Chitawan making some legendary plays as he gets the streak right there. Down goes the tower. And M.R.R. a 10 to make it an 11,000 gold lead and experience lead now.
That was a great fight. I mean, they just started off with a pickoff on Lodestone, one of the the main counter initiator from the Hellborn team.
Yeah.
And then they whiffed the Kraken ultimate. It really didn't do that much. It was on one person, and then this Solstice pick is doing nothing.
I agree. It's and you brought it up, to be fair. This isn't now we realize it's not. You brought up the concern that was it really going to be the best pick here?
Legionnaire would have been far better.
Yeah.
400%. He would have been able to pick off the Sandwraith earlier on, bring some aggression to the side of this Hellborn team so that they can actually stay in the game. But that's the same thing with the Lodestone. I was thinking with both these picks, what are they doing?
Yeah, I mean, Iceland Gogo is coming off a great game on Parasite in Game 2. So you would like to think it's not necessarily just him as a player kind of just failing this game. It really is just more so that the hero pick. It didn't necessarily feel like it was the strongest.
Nothing against the players at all. It's just the draft feels really, really awkward.
Yeah. So having to deal with it, though. They're going to make the best of what they got, obviously, right now with this with the Solstice. You know, the other thing I guess I don't like, we were talking about that earlier, is that the choice that he did go the Portal Key. And when you already have a Lodestone and a Kraken who are going to be those initiators, I mean, that's just another thing. You figure the more damage output, the Insanitarius, the Brutalizer, I think you brought up earlier.
I did say that he doesn't need to carry per se, but yeah, talking about this Solstice, going to be fine. But he didn't need to go for like an Insanitarius, like a carry build per se, but it would have just been nice for him to go something that was actually useful, like an Abyssal Skull.
Yeah.
That would have been a great item this game. Just have a bit more armor for the team, or even go for his Soul's Borwick, go for that early Demonic, or just build yourself really, really tanky.
Didn't do it here. And again, really playing more of that Initiator, even going the Shrunken on top of that. Sandwraith ulti, by the way, will scout the Kongor.
He jumped in.
Did he? Oh my god, yeah, that is the real one right
running
there.
Away. Look at the damage. He's soloing
More goes down. You didn't see Kraken falling as well. Sandwraith will get picked off, but Magnus is still here doing plenty. Solstice will go down on top of it. Yeah, you're right, though. They just all panic mode ran right there. The Mock of Brilliance doing plenty.
And he was waiting for the last second to jump in as well. So really well played coming out from Punk Pang. I mean, he died for it, but that was definitely worth it. His team is going to get Kongor now.
Oh, absolutely worth it. And so that means he won't have the token, but still, Magnus will pick it up. It seems like Chido1's been doing plenty this game.
I would say go for a Demonic this game, Magnus. Have some more auto attack presence. Just be annoying.
Yeah.
I would really like to see that. And then on top of that, he can go for maybe a Hellflower or just something that he can really, auto-attack with.
Yep. Let's see what the choices are from Chido1 here. Again, playing the Magnus. You just see Quincy updating us right there on the other series. Bad Monkey Gaming did take game number 1 over Snoop Dogg.
Holy crap.
In that best of 3. So, yeah, that's, again, and that's an elimination match. Whoever loses that is one of the 2 teams that'll be done today. In the end. So that's a big deal, and we'll keep an update on that. But
I'm seeing the players right now, and when I see the players from Snoop Dogg, they're not as motivated as they were versus Sing.
Ever since the first game against Sing, they were crazy game number 1. I was sitting behind them while you guys were casting it, and Hyena, the other players, they were just going, they were loud, crazy, having a lot of fun. Everything was working. Game 2, they got a lot quieter. I don't know what happened, but they got a lot quieter, and it kind of went downhill. And then obviously, they played the same story, and now here we are. You're right. I think that I don't know what it is, but maybe just they got a little bit tired after that first game.
Yeah.
Almost worn out to an extent, but.
I mean, it is an exhausting task.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not only the fact that you have to play the games, it's also the fact that there's a break in between. Watching all the other people play, it's not that calming, to be honest.
No.
Their nerves are like, everything is just working against you, it feels sometimes.
Yeah. Middle lane, Build Rock coming out right here from Druidz.
And I love the Geometer's Bane as well.
On the Sandwraith, yeah.
Yeah, it procs on Deserted.
Really?
Only for a third of the damage, I think, but it's still true damage.
It's still something, yeah.
And initiation happening while I'm talking.
Well, Dark Lady getting caught here. Sandwraith going in. You see she does some good damage, but again, look at that true damage coming out right there. Melissa cracking it. Well, Magnus in. Down goes Dark Lady. Another kill for Chido1, and his teammates giving him some great backup. Shatterstorm, but the Elemental form will lock him down. Dominating streak for Chido1 now at 8-0-8. They get 4 for nothing right there. And now they're pushing the middle lane on top of that. I don't know if Druidz can hang on much longer, man.
Their draft makes so much sense now on the Legion side.
Yeah.
Like, look at this. They went for their late game. They got their timing, and they're just doing it. They're just going for it, man.
Damage charts. That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I guess a Mock of Brilliant Sandwraith does that, but holy crap.
This is why I say you always go for a Mock on Sandwraith. Like, even at that Kongor, you saw that Moira went down to, what was it, an 1/8 of her life from just one ultimate.
Yeah.
And if that happens every single time, then Moira just dies from the illusion alone, pretty much.
Yeah.
And now all he needs to do is pick up a Frostwolf and a Wingbow, and then he's set. Then it's GG.
Yeah, it's a lot of gold, but yeah, it's get those 2 items, and it pretty much is GG. Agree there. I mean, to be fair, he's already well on his way to one of those.
But
whichever
I mean,
one he goes for here.
Frostwolf is really great because your ultimate then slows people on top of it all.
Yeah.
And the illusions just are able to get a lot more auto attacks in, and that's why I mentioned that.
All right, that makes sense. Bottom lane, Lodestone. He's looking for opportunity down here, but more so just going to farm it up, I guess. And he oh, here we go, Sandwraith though. Where is he going? They found Solstice here in the jungle, and the gank is real. It's just they can't do anything about that, especially if they're by yourself. If you're found, then it's pretty much GG for you. And might as well accept death at that point. Oh, wow.
That, I
Forces
mean, the
the
reaction was fast, but it's still
Yeah.
like, oh, I wasted my shrunken head.
Yep. Yeah, he had to. I mean, he could have definitely died there if he didn't. So, well, maybe not, but
He did have charging strikes up, of
yeah,
course.
he actually might have lived. Yeah, it was really just Midas, but he doesn't necessarily know that. So
because he doesn't have God Vision.
Goes back to that. They're not cheating like we are. Oh, Moira, he missed. He tried to get the Arcane Vortex, but
things just aren't working out for the Hellborn
We've
team
seen a
right
lot
now.
of whiffs right here. And look
on
at the jump. Dark Age again. She doesn't have a Shrunken. It's not going to matter. She goes down right there. Kraken release the Kraken doing decent, but not nearly enough. He'll fall. Dark Lady's not buying back. I'm pretty sure that could be it. GG's being called. Look at a little bit of the ton at the end with the eruption, but GG, well played. MRR takes game 3. Thus, they take the series here in this best-of-3 series, and they're going on to day 3. A lot of threes there.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
But that was an impressive fashion in which they did it, man.
Yeah. That was fun to watch.
That was a great game.
Yeah. Sandrith, man, you talk about it. The Mocker Brilliance.
Hard carry.
Why you do it. And showed there.
I even mentioned during the draft, all they need now is a hard carry, and they've got it.
Yeah. That was impressive. You see right here, they're going to the other side, you know, to say GGs and everything. And, you know, it's obviously after every single series, the team's been doing that, you know, giving the handshakes and good games. And obviously, I'm sure Druidz is disappointed, but, you know.
But they're not out of it yet.
Exactly. They're not out of it, so that's the way you got to look at it here. Is you are still in the event. Just you'll have to do the losers bracket work now.
I'm really curious about BMG and Snoop Dogg, though.
BMG and Snoop Dogg. Oh, yeah, game number 2 of that series going to be coming up here.
Because if BMG takes this, that means Snoop Dogg is out.
Yep.
And I was betting them as one of the strongest competitors in this entire tournament.
I know, right? It's crazy. It really is. I mean, this that's the thing, though. Again, it's going into this 7 of the 8 teams. We just did not know what to expect. Team Week, kind of that exception. Expected them to not do too well. I feel like I'm hating on these guys so much, but it's worth bringing up. But again, great performances by them. They gave Complexity a scare, which was crazy, but ultimately they get knocked out. So, you know, hopefully they had some fun out here. At least they're going to enjoy the next couple of days here. But anyone else, it's anyone's game, man.
Yeah,
I mean, really. Like
Sync, if they played like the first game versus Snoop Dogg, then it could be awkward, you know, for even versus Reason.
Yeah.
That's their matchup.
It's setting up to be extra crazy, no doubt. I'm kind of looking at the brackets right here myself to get a great idea of what we're dealing with. But yeah, so MRR they go to the upper bracket, or the what's the semifinal. So yeah, you see right here, Complexity's awaiting again in the losers bracket. So they'll be playing Druidz now down there, and then you know things advance on from there. So. Complexity versus Druidz, man. That's another just great matchup. Who knows what's going to happen there kind of deal. But that'll be tomorrow. I believe the earlier match tomorrow.
And with Complexity feeling a bit of momentum, beating Team Wii, I can see it going both ways, honestly.
Absolutely. You do see the other brackets here, of course, that we just talked about. BMG's up 1-0 right now.
Okay, here, Matthew Matico actually saying BMG versus D-Dog match 2, going live in a moment.
There you go.
And BMG up 1-0 in a stunning 15-minute victory and a near 700 GPM Zephyr.
Wow, really? So they went with the cheese? Nice.
The cheese? Wow. That you would call it that.
That cheese.
That you would call it that.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Yeah, definitely. Head over to twitch.tv/MatthewMatico, guys. He's doing a lot of work here, helping us out. And, yeah, you got it in front of you.